All right, excuse the poor lighting. I'm in the garage of my apartment complex, but these are all the boxes. We couldn't put them in the storage cage because he couldn't get his trolley around the car. And I also don't know which snoo is in which box. So I have to open all of the boxes because I want to take one box of each snoo. So I've got my trolley there to bring up some of the boxes. I got to open them all up and then I got to put them in the storage cage. I am so excited. Okay, they super wrapped everything up, which is great and all, but now I still don't know which snoo is in here, so bear with me. Okay, I wasn't supposed to open it this way. It was the only way I could think of without taking the whole thing out of the box, but this is Rocher, so we're gonna bring him inside. All right, the boxes are way bigger than I thought, because our trolley is big, but I guess not big enough. But we have a Rocher. This is a nougat box. I just have to find a dewdrop box, and then I can put everything in the storage cage. All right, that is 20 boxes of Snoop plushies in my tiny little storage cage. I'm really happy that they all fit. My partner and I were worried that we were going to fill up the storage cage and also have to fill up like our living room because these things are so big, but we managed to make it work. Realistically, the 3 boxes that I have left could also fit in here, but I'm going to bring them upstairs because I have pre-orders to pack, and also I just don't want to come running to the storage cage every time I need to pick up a snoo for an order. So I got to find room for those 3 boxes, but otherwise I'm really happy. I'm going to bring these things upstairs now. All right, I'm back inside. I have 1 box of each snoo. I don't know where to start. I just kind of want to open them and take a quick look, a quick gander. I want to see what my babies look like. So let's start with this one. This one is nougat. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I need you guys to see how tightly these things have put on the boxes. I know the camera is really blurry. Let me try and fix it. These little plastic things are so tight on the boxes. Look. It flies off, bro. Like, what? How tightly wound are these things? I mean, I'm glad, but geez. I finally got most of this love heart wrapping off him, but the top is right here. So let's just really quickly get this open. I can hear like air slowly being released. I decided to use my scissors instead of the box cutter because I felt like the scissors were way less likely to puncture a hole than the box cutter. But let's just focus on getting him open. Ooh. Okay, so they were wrapped up in 2 bags, 1 to keep them extra sealed, I'm guessing. But look at him. Oh my god. He needs to be fluffed a little bit. Give me 1 second. So this is nougat. Oh my god, look at my baby. I will say, unfortunately, the first one that I pulled out was a B grade. If you take a look at this wing is perfectly fine. The patterning, oh, sorry, he won't stand up on his own. So yeah, the first one I pulled out is definitely a B grade. All the wing patterning here looks perfectly fine. It's really cute. But then you look on this side, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's like little flecks of like white, like almost as if they just used white fabric and then they dyed it a different color. Like this one's actually even got claw marks. Look at this. This one's got claw marks. This one's not in the highest quality. And I checked on the bottom and look at this, like the weird purple, like the white stuff all on his purple paw and also on this part of the wing. You can see it's kind of on the yellow, but the yellow is not super noticeable. The purple is where it's really bad. And so I went ahead and I pulled out another one. And this one's wings are fine, right? The wings are okay, but it's still got the white on the paws. And if I take a look in the bag, it looks like all of them have this defect to some degree. So I'm going to be contacting my manufacturer soon because that is absolutely a no-go. I can't believe they've done this to my boy. But yeah, it looks like at the very least, every single one in this bag has that. So I'm going to see what I can do with my manufacturer, see if I can either get a replacement or a partial refund, because that is not okay. But everything else about him is really cute. I'll probably keep this B grade one. He won't he won't even stand. I'll probably keep this B grade one, the one that's got like all of this marking, or I'll pick the worst one out of this box and I'll keep that one, because he's still really cute. I really like him. It's just why have they done that? Also, actually, neither of them stand up on their own, and I'm not sure why, because in the videos and photos that they sent me, they all stood up on their own perfectly fine. I'm not sure why now that I've got them they're struggling, but maybe it's because they've been in a box for a while. All right, next up we have Rocher. His fur feels so soft. Oh my god. Oh. All right, his face is a little bit smushed. Let me give him a bit of a massage. All right, here he is, my little Rocher. He's still a little bit wonky. I only massaged him for a little while, but he looks so fucking good. I'm so happy with this. I'm still a little iffy about the cheek fluff, but we did it the best way that we could, or the manufacturer did it the best way they could. He looks so precious. He's got a cute little tail. He has a similar issue to Nougat. It looks like they've printed the dark color onto a lighter color, and so there is a potential for this kind of spotting, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as it does on Nougat. He's got, I don't know why they've done it like this. He's got 2 embroidered circles, but then one circle is like fluff. I'm not sure why they did it like that, but it's cute regardless. I'm so happy with him. Oh my god, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but like, he's so cute. Look at my little baby. And pop him on my desk right next to Nougat. And see, Rocher stands on his own perfectly fine. I don't know why the Nougat one was struggling so much, but oh. All right, we got one more to open. We got Dewdrop. All right, last baby of the bunch, and probably the best looking one, I think. We have Dewdrop, my precious little baby with his 6 legs. You won't really be able to pick it up on camera too much, but he has the same white like tie-dye print looking thing that Nougat has. It's not as bad as Nougat, but he definitely has it, so I'm gonna have to contact the manufacturer about that as well. Like, this paw in particular is really, really bad. I don't know what they're doing with him. He's got a tiny bit of it on his wings, but his wings were always supposed to be white, fade out to darker colors. So I kind of expected a bit of a printing, not mishap, but like some printing errors with that. Might need to iron his wings. They're a little bit crinkly, but I was really, really worried about Nougat. I was actually the most, not Nougat, Dewdrop. I was the most worried about Dewdrop because in every single sample they gave me, he was the wrong color. And it wasn't until like they had already started mass producing that they changed the colors that they were making him with, and he turned out so good. I love him. Pop him up here with the gang. So in terms of issues, Rocher, perfectly fine, no issues there. Nougat, I need to contact the manufacturer because every single one of them has this really ugly splotching on the feet. And Dewdrop also has the splotching, but because his paws are a lot lighter, I don't think it's as noticeable, though I do still need to contact the manufacturer about that. I need to check the other Dewdrops in the box just to see how bad the issue is. But Nougat is horrible, Rocher is perfect, and Dewdrop, we will see. Also, because the boxes were vacuum sealed, now that I've opened them, they don't want to go back in their boxes. So I think I'm just going to take them out of the plastic and pop them in the cardboard boxes as they are. I do have a couple of pre-orders to pack, but I am very, very tired right now. So I'm going to rest, and then when my partner has time to help me do packing of the pre-orders, we will do that. Only half of the bag fits in the box. How vacuum sealed were these things? Alright, I will catch you guys up on what happened with the manufacturer and the Nougat situation either tomorrow or on Thursday morning, because I'm very tired right now. I just finished my stream and I haven't eaten my dinner yet, but I've never been one to have really big branded packaging. I basically use the Australia Post packaging that they give me, and for single Snuus, just one plushie, I have these really big, really discreet mailers. I'll probably draw something on them But I have these really big, like just parcels that were given to me for free a little while ago, and I don't have anything else in my store big enough to warrant using a parcel like this, so I'm going to use it for single order plushies. 2 plushies can fit in here. They just look a little bit squished. And I asked my partner about it because my partner, like, I look at it from a business standpoint. My partner will help me look at it from a customer standpoint. And he said for 1 plushie, this parcel is probably fine. But for 2 or more, as a customer, he would prefer if they arrived in a box. And I don't have any boxes. So I'm going to have to go to the post office either tomorrow or on Thursday. I really don't want to go out tomorrow. I'll explain why tomorrow morning. But I have to go to the post office either tomorrow or on Thursday with my plushies, so that I can test out all of the box sizes, see what works, see what doesn't work, figure out shipping costs. Everyone who pre-ordered, you guys don't have to worry about shipping costs. If the shipping cost ends up being more than what you paid, I will pay out of pocket. If you've ordered just one in like one of these little boxes, that's one of these little satchels, that's fine. Nothing will go wrong with yours. But yeah, I need to take one of each plushie with me so that I can test out box sizes at the post office. And I don't want to do it tomorrow, so I'll probably do it on Thursday, but it needs to be done because I actually have a lot of orders where people ordered multiple plushies. Out of all the orders I only have 2 where people only ordered 1 plushie. So I really need to get these boxes sorted. That way I can have confirmation on the shipping costs and stuff like that for the regular stuff. But I'm exhausted right now. I'm really, really happy, but I'm exhausted. So I will catch up with you guys when I catch up with you guys. This happened on the 8th of June. So we're just over a week into my month where all I do is make the fairies tale content. So I have to sit on these plushies for a little while before I can start recording stuff. But they're here and I'm really happy they're here. I didn't have the energy to be like sentimental or have any feelings about it when I was moving the boxes, but now maybe it's because I'm tired, maybe it's because I'm hungry. I'm getting a little bit emotional looking at these little guys. I'm gonna let you go now. I'm gonna let you go, and we will talk about the manufacturing situation and the box situation later. Okay, it's now the next day. I'm finally coming to terms with the fact that I have boxes upon boxes upon boxes of these little guys. There's so many of them. Oh my god. So Nougat, this little yellow guy right here, I'm talking to the manufacturer about this one, because as you guys would have seen earlier in the video, they used printing for the purple on the paws. And some of them are okay. Some of them are what you would expect from printing, but some of them are like really, really bad. Like this one in particular, this is really bad. And so I was talking to the manufacturer a little while, and they were like, oh, that's just something that comes with printing. That's a risk that you're going to have to take, like, because you went with printing and you went with courier shipping and all this. And I'm sending them photos and videos being like, I understand that that's a risk that you take, but like, this is not great. And they kept fighting me on it until I mentioned that they never actually told me that they were going to be using printing as a technique on the plushies. So they didn't tell me that they were going to be printing, which means I couldn't have agreed to take that risk. It also confuses me a whole bunch because Nougat and Dewdrop have printed color, but Rocher doesn't. Rocher got actual fur. He does have printing on his wings, but his wings turned out pretty okay. There's like a little bit of streaking in the brown bits. But for the most part, Rocher is fine. It's Dewdrop and Nougat, for whatever reason, they got printed color instead of fabric, which really upset me because with Dewdrop, they actually showed me photos of all of the different color furs that they could use. And instead they printed it on. Not Rocher, Dewdrops is not that bad though. This is actually a really, really good one. I think the worst one I saw for Dewdrop was maybe like this one here. Sorry, maybe this one here, right? It doesn't even show up on camera all that much. That one there is probably the worst that I saw in a Dewdrop. It's a lot more palatable with lighter colors, but with Nougat, it looks really bad. And so, yeah, the manufacturer kept fighting me until I said, like, hey, I understand that this is a risk that people take when they get printed, like, fabric, but you never told me that I was getting printed fabric, which means I could not have made an informed decision and I could not have been aware of these potential risks. And after I said that, they were like, okay, give me, like, a detailed report, how many of the plushies are defective, and I don't know if they're actually going to make a report on my behalf or if they only said they'd make a report to shut me up. I really hope that there is a proper report, because if there's not, then I'm not going to be working with this manufacturer again for the future of Snuus. Dewdrop and Nougat came out perfectly, but there were so many bumps in the communication process, and now with Nougat and his little purple paws, they look really good. They're really, really good. But if they can't, like, it's just going to be the straw that broke the camel's back in regards to communications. So I'm hoping that that gets sorted out. I mentioned last night that I have these really big mailers that a single plushie could fit in, and realistically 2 plushies could fit in. But I spoke to my partner and he said that if he ordered 2 plushies, he'd want them to show up in a box. He said 1 plushie, it's fine if it shows up in a mailer, but if he ordered 2 or more, he would prefer if they showed up in a box. So I need to go down to the post office with one of each of my Snuus and test out all of the boxes, figure out how much it's going to be to ship multiple Snuus. I'm not going today. And I'm not going today because this month is the Fairy's Tale month. This is the month that I had dedicated solely to working on my animatic pilot, right? And technically the Snuus are part of the Fairy's Tale, but they're not in the pilot. And I, like, Sunday through to Wednesday are my days to work on the Fairy's Tale. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And then like Thursday, Friday, Saturday are like the days that I'll spend with my partner. We'll either work on a different project together, or we'll go out, or we'll just sit and play video games. Like it's my rest days, basically. My rest days from the Fairy's Tale, at least. But this past Monday and Tuesday, so yesterday when the Snuus arrived and the day before, I only was able to put in a collective maybe 6 hours of work into the Fairy's Tale. So I really want to work on it today. I want to do nothing but work on the Fairy's Tale. And then tomorrow, on my proper day off, I will go to the post office. I'll see if my partner wants to come. He probably won't, but I'll go to the post office with my Snuus. We'll test out some boxes, and then on Saturday, because I want to leave the house as little as possible, on Saturday we're actually going out to meet a friend of ours. And on the way to the friend, like to the place where we're meeting the friend, there's a post office. So on Saturday, I'll bring out all the boxes. We'll put them in the little outside, little drop box things. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at my little babies. I think Dewdrop came out the cutest. I feel like I should be biased towards Rocher, because Rocher is the poster child of the Snuus. He's the original Snoo. But Dewdrop just looks so cute. Anyway, you probably won't see from me again until tomorrow when I go to the post office to check out some boxes. I'm a little awkward recording in public, so I might not record, but I might take pictures of the Snuus in the boxes. So you won't hear from me for a little while. I gotta get back to doing the Fairy's Tale vlogs because now I'm making 2 vlogs at the same time and it's a bit confusing, but I'll see you at the post office. Hey guys, how you doing? Ignore my hair, I just came out of the shower, but I bought the boxes for The Snuus, I only bought a handful because I wasn't sure how quickly they would sell once I started advertising them in August. So I only bought maybe like 20 boxes. And then depending on how quickly they sell will help me figure out how much more I need to stock each time because it's all a spacing issue these days. But I did get the boxes. I didn't film like actually boxing the Snuus because there was a lot to figure out in terms of like how I was going to pack them because like I knew I wanted them in boxes, but I didn't know anything else about how I was gonna pack them. Ultimately, I just decided that it's just the Snooze in a box. There's no fancy packaging or anything like that, at least not right now. But they're all boxed up, they're all ready to go. I did test on Friday when I went to get the boxes if they would fit in the little like the red bin outside the post office, which is where I put all of my little orders. And the boxes are too big, they don't fit. So I'm gonna go drop them off now. Today's Monday. I'm gonna go drop them off now. And because they're too big, I have to actually go into the post office. So that's gonna be fun. I don't go into the post office to drop off orders anymore. I usually just pop them in the bin, and I only really go to the post office if like I need to buy more boxes or more packaging and stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go to the post office now, drop them off. You guys probably won't see me again until the first week of August because I'm going to put all of this in the first week of August's weekly vlog. But I don't really know what to say. I'm a bit frazzled at the moment. So I'm going to drop them off now. This will be the last of the Snoo like debut that you're going to see, or like the Snoo delivery, I suppose, because it's still the middle of July. So I still want to prioritize working on the Fairy's Tale, but we will check in with you again at the start of August because the start of August is when we're going to get the ball rolling and we're going to start working on some advertising and stuff. So that's going to be really fun. It's probably going to be the next clip, so you guys won't see a difference in time at all, but I am just letting you know it's about a 2-week time difference. So I guess I'll see you then. One last clip. I can't carry all the orders by myself, so I've put them in this really big trolley. This trolley can carry like a month's worth of groceries for my partner and I, just for context on how big it is. Hello everyone, it's now Sunday, August 3rd. I have finally wrapped up all of my Fairy's Tale work for July. I had a couple of days as a weekend. Yesterday was really, really painful, but we're finally back. So as you would have seen in clips that I took throughout July, the Snooze arrived, I packed a couple of orders, we shipped a couple of orders, and then I said you guys probably wouldn't be hearing from me again until August starts, and that's now. So I've decided that I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm gonna set up September to be another month where I just work on a project. So August, I'm gonna be prepping for September's stuff, make sure all of my content goes up in September so I can just sit down and work on a project. But I'm also putting a lot of emphasis on the Snooze this month. I'm going to be officially starting my Snoo marketing campaign, so like making TikToks and Reels and PNG banners and all sorts of stuff. And another thing that I was considering and that I finally took the leap into on one of my days off is building my own website, because Etsy takes a percentage of each transaction you have, and the more transactions you make, the more sales you make, the higher the percentage they take is. And it's reaching a point where having my own Shopify will be cheaper than running my Etsy in the long run. So I started building the Shopify. I was going to record a little bit of it, but I didn't because it's really confusing. And then I took yesterday off because, again, I was in a lot of pain yesterday. And now we are back and I need to rebuild that Shopify place. I will say it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't check in with you guys first thing in the morning because I still had a bunch of accounting and banking stuff that I needed to do for my insurance and a whole bunch of things like that. So I've been working with numbers basically all day. And now that that's all done, I really want to get into Snoo stuff because I don't think I'll have a lot of time to get into it on Monday either. So I just want to get done as much as I possibly can. So today is going to be continuing to build the website. I'm probably not going to record a lot of building the Restless Dreams website. I might just record and show you the finished product, because a lot of the stuff that I need to do is stuff in the back end to make sure things like shipping and item weight and stuff like that is all put through. I'm also having a lot of trouble connecting Australia Post to Shopify. Turns out it's a third-party app that you need to pay for, and I need to figure out like which one is the correct one, because there is no official tie-in with Australia Post, so that's a little messy. But we will figure it out. So this week, specifically today, I'm finishing the Shopify. I've got to get the Shopify set up and running. And then the rest of the week, I'm going to be just making a whole bunch of content regarding the Snuus. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to record and show you guys, because a lot of the recordings are going to be for like shorts that I'm going to post like throughout the month to get things up and running. But I will also be trying to make some graphics for the Instagram page and stuff like that, so maybe I'll get to show you a little bit of it. I'm really, really excited though, because I've been planning for this for a very long time. But I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm rambling again. Let's just go build the website. Monday morning, it's currently a little around 10:30, I think it's like 10:28. I actually got up at like 7 o'clock this morning because we had a fire safety inspection type thing going on, and the guy was in and out by like 7:30, and I was like, you know what, I'm already up, I may as well do some shit. And so I got the house cleaned, I had my shower, I got myself taken care of, and I'm just about to sit down now and finish the last bit of my Monday to-do list, which is my Twitch clips up on YouTube and TikTok. The rest of my day was going to be prepping the Snoo like clips and like the Snoo content, and then also finishing just the little details of the website that I couldn't get finished. But last minute, like maybe 2.5 hours ago, I got a text about an important phone call that's supposed to be happening in like half an hour. So I probably won't be able to do that for a little while. I don't know how long the call is gonna be, but it's not necessarily something that I can reschedule, so it just kind of has to happen. But yeah, I'll show you guys the Snuus when I get to filming them, and like I'll show you all their cute little quirks and a little bit about them and stuff. But otherwise, I really want to have at least my Monday to-do list, like my typical Monday to-do list, done before this phone call takes place. So I'm going to do my Twitch clips, and hopefully I will see you guys really soon. Hopefully this call doesn't take very long, and we can get back into what I actually wanted to do today. All right, it's been like 35 minutes, and the person who said that they were going to call me still has not called me, so I'm just going to record my ads until they show up. I've got my computer open right there, so I should be able to see it. And I know you've seen these guys before, but I just wanted to show them off again because they're so cute and so precious. I've been carrying them around the house with me whenever I change rooms for a couple of weeks just because I love seeing them so much. Oh my god. Dewdrop is probably my favorite one. The best looking one, in my opinion. And then we've got Rocher. My precious little baby. This one is my text-to-speech bot on my Twitch chat. So I have a feeling that he will sell pretty well once news gets out that he's there and that he's available. I love him so much. Oh my god. Another thing about Dewdrop and why Dewdrop is my favorite. Rocher's just got a regular like fluff ball. Nougat has like a little donut swirl ball. But Dewdrop, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but Dewdrop has like these tiny little flakes in his tail that when the light is turned on, it kind of gives the impression that his tail is sparkling. And I just think it's really cute. I don't know how they did that, but it's adorable because it's not glittery fabric, so I don't know what it is, but it looks really, really cool. And then we've got Nougat. Nougat is the one that I had the most like production issues with, these paws being a really big thing, which I need to update you guys on because I remember talking to you guys saying that I was going to like contact my manufacturer about what's happened with Nougat. In that time, I have gotten a response and it's a whole experience, so I will be telling you guys about that. But, boy. They look so good together. Oh my fucking god. So that call ended up happening and it was really long. So I only had like maybe 30 minutes between that happening and needing to set up for the stream. So I didn't get to film any of my precious little babies today, but that's fine. I'm gonna record a little bit tomorrow, and possibly on Wednesday as well. I need to make time to get my hair and my nails done for my anniversary. I don't know when that's gonna happen, so I'm a little bit worried now, but I gotta figure something out because I was supposed to spend this week working on the Snuus, and so far 2 days have passed and I have done nothing. But I'm gonna stream now, so yeah. Never mind about the stream. Being in call for like 4 hours, a little over 4 hours, was really draining, and I have a headache and I don't want to talk to anyone until my boyfriend comes home. So I'm gonna finally do the recordings that I was supposed to do today. The only thing is now I have a nice cup of tea to drink while I do it. So I'm gonna do some filming. All right, so the time is now 7:12. It's been about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours since my stream was supposed to start. And I decided to record snoo content instead. I now have 8 promo reels for the Snuus. Most of them, actually almost all of them, are just memes. Because I feel that's the easiest way to grab people's attention. But there's going to be 2 clips going up on the Restless Streams, like Instagram and TikTok, and like here on this YouTube page each week. One of them is going to be a Snoo meme, and the other is going to be just like general store stuff. I actually have a manufacturing story that I'm going to put in this vlog. I haven't forgotten. You guys need the full details on that story. But I think I'm also going to turn it into a mini series for the shorts. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what the general consensus is on doubling up on content like that, but I think it could be fun. I'm not quite sure what else I could make topics about. I do need to do another like testing an art supply in my sketchbook video, but the first video didn't go really well, so I'm not sure if I should do that or if I should scrap that idea. I need to brainstorm for the rest of the store, but the Snoo stuff is done. My partner is usually home in anywhere between like 20 and 30 minutes from now, so I don't know if I'm going to start recording other like clips and reels and stuff, or if I'm going to maybe start on a Nobilis reel or work on the commission that I was supposed to be working on stream tonight. I don't know. I am a little bit tired, if I can be honest, but I do want to get something else done. I don't think I need to worry that much, considering I got one of my monthly tasks done in a single day. So I don't think I need to worry too much. But yeah, I need to do something. So I think I'm going to do the sketch for that commission that I was supposed to be working on today, just so that it's kind of out of the way. And I might leave any future recording or like any recording for other content for later on. I don't know if I'll get to anything tomorrow or Wednesday, because I need to pick one of those days to go and get my hair and nails done for my anniversary. And I don't know any of the salons around here. I don't know anything actually about a lot of the small businesses in this area. So I need to go down, I need to have a look. I need to see if they'll accept walk-ins or if they'll take a booking. It's a whole mess. I'm just glad that I got a lot done tonight, because I was really worried after yesterday and after the last minute stuff that happened today. I was really worried. Like 2 of my work days have passed and I haven't, like, I got work done, but I haven't chipped away at this list yet. So I feel a lot better now. I'm gonna work on the commission. I'm gonna wait for my boyfriend to get home and I'll catch him up on all of the business stuff that I got to today. And then maybe we'll get some work done tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. If it's not raining, I'm gonna go and check out like the shopping center I live near for the salons and stuff. But if it is, then I guess it'll just have to wait. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. I cut my hair. Oh my god. That's why I haven't checked in with you guys yet, because it's like a little past 1 o'clock and I literally got up, fucking ate, cleaned stuff up, and then went to go and get my hair done because, oh my goodness, my anniversary's in a couple of days and I still need to get my nails done. I have to go find a place to get my nails done tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm feeling pretty tired. I do like getting haircuts. It's really relaxing, but also like it's also exhausting being out there. So I'm gonna really quietly work on a couple of things before the stream. I was gonna do like some of the other Restless Dreams, like TikTok stuff. I was going to edit some stuff for the website, but the website stuff uses too much of my brain power because I'm still trying to learn how the thing works. So I think I'm just gonna turn my brain off and do like a Nobilis reel before the stream starts. We're doing Monster Hunter tonight, I'm so excited. Happy Wednesday. It's a little bit after 11 o'clock. I ended up getting up at like 8:30 again. But it worked out for me because I was able to like eat my breakfast, go get my nails done. I don't particularly love it. It'll do, you know, you get what you pay for. It was like $60. It's not the best place that I've been to, but it'll do for the anniversary. So my plan today is to finish all of the little tidbits about the website that have not been finished yet. And then if I have time after that, I'm going to continue the Nobilis reel that I started working on yesterday. I'm not too sure how far we'll get. Ideally, I would like to finish it. Just that there's a little less work for me to do in the future weeks. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and take it a little bit easy today because tomorrow we're going to go do our monthly grocery shop, and it's also my brother's birthday, and then the day after that is my anniversary and my cousin's birthday, and then the day after that I'm like getting back into my streaming routine. It's a lot, so I'm going to try and take whatever quiet moments I have today to me, and we'll see what happens. Decided to crack open an energy drink because on top of putting in everything's weight manually, there's also a lot of inventory where I have to manually count it and put the stock in here because it didn't transfer from Etsy correctly. So I think I'm gonna need this. Alright, it's a little past 4 o'clock. I ended up working on this a lot longer than I thought I would because I realized I needed to take and edit new pictures of the Snuus so that it fit the branding of the store. But the store is finally ready. This is what it looks like right now. It's incredibly bare bones because I'm still learning how editing in Shopify works, but I think for now this is a really good setup. We've got the featured products, the collections underneath, and then you also have them up here, so you can go and view all products or you can select by category. We also have a clearance section which is currently empty, but that's because I haven't gone through all of my old stock that I want to get rid of just yet. You can have a cute little login, you can search, there's a currency converter, there's also an email listing below so that you can find out when the store gets updates and when we're going to conventions. I'm really happy with this. I really hope that this works out. I have 3 months to trial this and see if it's profitable. So from now on, anything regarding my store, instead of having the Etsy link, I'm going to have the link to this Shopify. I really, really hope my marketing campaign works because this is
I don't know, like having an Etsy store is one thing, but having your own personalized storefront just hits so different. It feels really nice. But that being said, I have to stream in like 30 minutes, so I should really start packing things up. I have to get ready to stream in 30 minutes. So I should have a little bit of downtime. I should pack up what I've got and we should get ready. But like, oh my